Okay, so we have some science here. We're going to look at the science of why disc brake bikes, the 5 advantages of disc brake bikes. First of all, let's look at resistance training. We know that extra weight makes you stronger. So we go to the SRAM ETAP. We've got disc that's 2.5 kilos, approximately 2.5 kilos US 3.6. So we'll get to the price in a minute, but the weight, that's 2.5 kilos approximately. And then we'll go down to here. We're going to go the 2 by, so it's extra 250 grams. So 2.5 kilo group sets. That's about the same as running Shimano 105 approximately. So extra weight. If we compare it to this group set here, this is my favorite group set of all time. This is a SRAM Red 2008. It weighs about 1,800 grams, give or take. BB30 or cassette size, but give or take. It's super light. My favorite group set of all time. I'm a SRAM fanboy, big time. And the new Axis stuff, I'm not a fan. It shifts slow and clunky. I don't like it, but I do love SRAM product. And so extra weight means extra muscle mass. Science says increasing lean mass and strength. So this is basically SRAM Red Axis versus SRAM low frequency weight wise. And so you're going to be stronger. You're going to have more muscle if you have the SRAM Axis because of the extra half kilo or so, or maybe even 700 grams of weight. So, all right, so if you're running a SRAM disc brake bike versus your old SRAM, Andy Schleck, Contador, Chris Horner, Lance Armstrong, Trekastana, Specialized SL3, Tarmac S-Works, then these bikes are so light, 6.8 kilos or less, versus the new stuff today, a big 2.5 kilo. This is body positive. This is basically a body positive group set, and I think that's good. We all need to include all group set weights. We shouldn't shame the SRAM Axis ETAP because it's a little bit heavier than its cousin, its original young slim daughter, teenage daughter, 18-year-old SRAM Red 2008. We shouldn't body shame. So I think I'm all for body positivity, and the science says extra weight is extra strength. Now let's go to the next reason here, because we did look at those prices. Let's look at those tiering prices there. $3,500 US for a group set. How you doing? So we're going to go to Specialized, and we've got the wind tunnel here. This is all the aero gains are going on here. So this is Performance Road. We've clicked on that, and bang, we've got an e-bike as number one. This is a whole new world. This is a whole new sport. Imagine that if you thought a few years ago that Specialized would have an e-bike as their flagship model. So this is an S-Works e-bike. I made a few jokes about this a few years ago, that Specialized would make an S-Works bike, and I was serious about it, just how impressed I was with the turbo, the performance, how smooth it was. I mean, I do have an issue with proprietary stuff. I had some issues with mine, and it was a great bike when it worked, but I sold it very cheap to a friend for spare parts, battery, motor, etc., frame parts, wheels, derailleurs, etc. But let's have a look at the disc brake bikes here. So we'll look at this disc. Everything's disc now, right? So what we're going to do is this is another bonus for disc brakes, is that it will force you to turn up to work on the Monday, because if you want to upgrade your bike, you need to buy a disc brake bike. So this is going to cost you a bit of money here. Let's go for Aeros, everything. Let's go Roubaix. This is probably the bike that I've seen, one of my favorite bikes, the Specialized ever made, the SL4, the SL2, and the SL3 Tarmac and Roubaix. But now it's gone to the dogs, in my opinion. This head shock system and issues with that. $16,500. So that is literally oh man, how many years could you live in Thailand? It's like 3 or 4 years living in Thailand or Bali for $16,500, literally. Amazing. But anyway, so that's $16,500. So if you want another positive with disc brake bikes is you're gonna have to get a second job to pay it off. $16,500. Wow, that is $16,500 for the heaviest group set SRAM has ever made. Disc brake wise, red wise, and the doofangle in here and the doofangle in there. That's some proprietary parts there, and I can just that's hilarious. $6,500 for the frame sets. The Roubaix Expert, $8,500. Wow, the cost of living has gone up. So that's the second reason that disc brakes are good. An advantage is that it does increase the cycling economy. I mean, I am a fan of people spending money on bikes. I love to see more people on bikes, and think of the money people are going to be making at this. 16.5 grand. This is a Chinese-made carbon bike assembled in Taiwan for punitive tariff reasons, and it's amazing. 16.5 grand. So it does support the bike industry, right? So disc brakes, a positive is people are spending more money, and it's creating all jokes aside, it's creating a serious financial injection of money into the cycling industry after the Lance effect, etc. So it is a positive there. Now the third one is it is going to be more maintenance. So disc brakes are more maintenance. They rub, they squeal, the rotors bend. So it's also creating more jobs, because your bike mechanic now, usually it'd take like a week to get your bike done. Now it could take up to 2 weeks, because the extra work from disc brake bikes, there'll be more of a backlog, a bit more of a bottleneck of bikes being fixed at repair shops. So it is creating more jobs by the disc brake issues, bleeding and your loss of pressure and sending back your SRAM stuff. It's creating jobs for posties, for couriers, etc. You got a bit of ghost shifting with your ETAP, no worries, send it back and we'll suss it out. Got a zip hub failing, send it back, we'll suss it out. So it's creating jobs for the mechanic, it's creating jobs for the courier, it's creating jobs. Disc brakes create jobs, all right? Rim brakes, they are basically automated system. You can do it on yourself in your own leisure at home. While you're waiting for your mates, you can tune your rim brakes up. But disc brakes is more specialized. It creates jobs. Rim brakes kill jobs. So that's the third reason. First one is the increased muscle mass. Second one is injection of money into the bike corporations. And third is injection of money into the pockets of the local bike shops servicing disc brake bikes. That are your top 3 reasons for disc brake bikes. Actually, we're going to go for a fourth and a fifth one. Let's go find some. All right, now I can't really show some of the images on Google here, but you can Google up images of disc brake wounds, and this is basically like a little cutting slice. So a fourth reason disc brakes are good, benefit disc brake, the fourth reason is medical staff will have extra work to do, because this is basically like a little slice and dice cucumber cutter here. This is your little salad mixer here, and that is a slice and dice. Let's not put covers over there. Let's leave this slicing and dicing. You can Google up disc brake cuts or disc brake injuries, disc brake crashes, and you'll see why disc brakes help the medical staff at the local hospital, at the local GP. So disc brakes are a win for hospital bills. Is that?
Witch in the ghetto blocked me already. Should I just say sex steroids, birth control?
Yeah, for sure.
Just say
Just,
that.
didn't you talk about that the other day?
No, this was yesterday, but she blocked me.
Oh, she didn't get back to her in time.
No, but I'll just say it so when other people read it.
Yeah.
So just say sex steroids.
Yeah.
Birth control.
Yeah. Good work. Another one is Walmart benefits. Walmart are in on this. Walmart are very smart. So it's $86 for a disc brake rotor. Dura-Ace disc brake rotor, $86. Walmart, attention, Walmart are selling. Aisle 4, we need a disc brake. We've got a bent rotor here. These are very lightweight. I've got these actually. and I got them a bit cheaper than that. But they can bend, so be very careful because they can bend, and then you're not going to get them dead straight. Especially if you've got a hydro setup. I do run mechanical discs on my road bike, TRP Spy SLCs, and it's a lot easier to set them up. But this is another reason. Walmart recently had a bit of bad luck with some American style craziness going in the store there with some armed stuff and some very unfortunate circumstances. So it does help Walmart get some discounts there on some product from Shimano. We've got honey. We can sign up for free for honey. That's a little click and save there, isn't it? So there you go. Walmart is also benefiting. So support your local Walmart. Support it all. Disc brakes here for the win. There's the 5 top reasons disc brakes benefit